I just want to get on here and talk about Terence Crawford and how people saying that he's only fought two fighters in Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez, which to me, in my own opinion, is disingenuous because we forget that when Crawford fought Yuriokis Gamboa, Gamboa was a gold medalist. He was undefeated. His name was buzzing in boxing, and he was ranked in the top five by the Ring magazine on the pound for pound list when Bud beat him. But you know, we forget about that Gamboa was a top fighter when Bud beat him. Then we forget that when he beat Ray Beltran, Ray was a top fighter in 2014, was the lineal champion, and considered a very dangerous fighter when Bud beat him. Don't get no credit for that. When he beat Victor Postol, Victor Postol was ranked the number two super lightweight in the division. And by some media outlets, was in their top 10 pound for pound list. Not the Ring magazine, but other outlets, he was ranked in the top 10 on their pound for pound list. And like I said, he was considered the boogeyman of the division. We don't count that. Julius Ndongo was a top tier fighter and was ranked by ESPN and the Ring magazine on their pound for pound list, hovering around the top 10 and top 15 positions on their pound for pound list when Crawford beat him. But we don't talk about that. So we got Yuriokis Gamboa, Ray Beltran, uh, Victor Postol, and Julius Ndongo. Then we got Earl Spence, who we know was ranked the number one welterweight in the division and was ranked by the Ring, ESPN, and other outlets as number four on the pound for pound list when Crawford beat him. Made that fight look easy. Then we go to Canelo Alvarez, who was the cash cow, or still is the cash cow, however y'all want to look. Cash cow, the face of boxing, and by the Ring magazine was ranked in the top 10 on their pound for pound list, sometimes even as high as number two when Crawford beat him. And we're not going to forget Sean Porter. Sean Porter's a good fighter. So y'all telling me Sean Porter is a nobody now? No. Sean Porter's a nobody. Okay. Um, everybody was hyping Madrimov up till Crawford beat him. Because he was seen as the top fighter at 154 with the whole thing with what was going on with Jamel Charlo when he gave up all the belts and going through what he was going through. Madrimov was seen as that guy. Crawford went up there, beat him. It's like no matter what Crawford does, people try to take from him. It's it's baffling, very baffling that this guy has fought other fighters other than Earl Spence and Canelo Alvarez, but because you don't like them or you wasn't paying attention to Terence Crawford until 2018 when he moved up to welterweight, you try to downplay everything else he's done in his career before that. And that's not even all the fight. That's just some of the fighters I named that now y'all try to say, you know, he ain't fought nobody but just two fighters when all reality there's some top fighters, top fighters and their promoters that kept them away from Terence Crawford. But it is what it is. The only male boxer to be undisputed in three different divisions in the four belt era. What is that? 4 or 5 times lineal champion, fighter of the year. Like, say what you want, downplay it all you want. This guy has already made history, and he's done more in his 42 fights than your favorite fighter has ever done in their entire career. And I'm out.